Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure is to have you here live and in charge for just a wonderful kind of race. I'm gonna say it's going to be one of the best races. It's going to be a great race. It's going to be amazing because it's hometown track here for me here. Kansas Motor Speedway here for the My Three Sons Cup Series with the Chop Shop Racing Series. As it would stand, it is going to be a championship race of all kinds of. I don't know. I'm more excited for this championship race than I have been for a hot minute. So good to see you all out there. Hopefully you have settled into your week. It is Friday night. It is Iracing stream. It is everything that we do over here, a part of the platform. Good to see you all once again. Like, follow, subscribe, Facebook, Kick, and YouTube. If you haven't done so, hit that like button. It's a free way to support the stream and a free way to help us just keep gaining that notoriety that we love so much. We try to do everything that we can to continue to be one of the best platforms out there for quality, wholesome, entertaining, just everything that we do. So do that for me. I'd appreciate it. I know that they would as well. My3-sons.com is where you're going to go, and you're going to find out where you're going to get your next antique. And not just your next antique. You can also get something that was re-upped, or that was going to be in somebody's garbage, or not just garbage, but something that somebody threw out that Cheryl said, you know what, this needs just a little bit of rework. I'm going to take care of this. Go to her website. It's an amazing website. You can also go visit her in Tacoma, Washington. She's an amazing woman, and she's been a part of this series for a good little while. I'm excited to see where she goes in the future. So continue to check that out. We appreciate you, dear. Much love to you. And hopefully your Friday night's doing just as well. It is a championship night and a race for all those who are looking at it. There is your race information brought to you by, my3-sons.com. I love it. We're going to talk about you a lot today. 1.53 miles in length. When it comes to the track surface, the track temperature showing 32 degrees Fahrenheit, but I think that's a bug because there's no humidity. There's no, the skies are being showed clear. Might be just a little bit of an issue going on there with the weather. I'm not quite sure because it's not showing up right. 135 laps for the drivers today. They're going to run stages at 30 and 60, 100% fuel, 4 sets of tires. Means they're going to have one on the car, 3 on the wall. Means 4 sets total. So only 3 sets of tire changes here. They will not stop for the stages. And stage points really don't matter. Today's all about, technically 2 championships. They're going to have the Chop Shop Season 2 Cup Series Championship in the running. And then they also are going to have the Best of the Rest Championship lining out. Let's take a look at the points for you today. As iRacing becomes it's becoming more and more of a good platform again. I'm liking what I'm seeing with a lot of the drivers. Top is going to be your championship. Jason Day has got himself a playoff win in the round of 8. Nathan Alou is going to be your biggest, your most. He's got the most wins on the season with 6, and you see everybody else they've pretty much been chasing Nathan Alou all season long. So we'll see what's going to happen today. Maybe it might be a chance for Nathan to get that 7th one of the season. It's been eluding him. He hasn't gotten it yet, and yet we're still looking at it just like this. So it'll be Jason Day, Nathan Alou, Cam Dario, and Michael Strickland. They're all 4 going to be looking for that championship berth for the big crown, the big one, the one that is going to quote unquote matter. That is going to be there, but there is another championship. Bottom, you're going to see 4 more drivers: John Hammond, Stefan Salas, Jeremiah Burke, and Brian Rayburn. Those 4 drivers are competing for another kind of championship. So you got your championship 12, and then they took the rest of the drivers that were there, that showed up, that had a lot of fun. Much love, Mr. Dudley. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. the those 4 drivers going to be looking at a final stint into the well, some extra cash, some extra bragging rights. They've stuck around, they have raced well, and they're going to be competing for their own championship, the Best of the Rest championship. John Hammond, Stefan Salas, Jeremiah Burke, Brian Rayburn. Hopefully going to talk to any one of them. We'll talk to the top 3. We'll talk to your champions. I didn't get the chance to talk to the Best of the Rest champion last week, so that's pretty darn cool when it came to the Xfinity Series. Tuesday night's going to be the only iRacing stream we have coming up, but I've got a lineup of other content that we're going to be doing as well. If you missed it, we were on YouTube last night with Star Citizen. Jumptown is in effect, so I've been enjoying that. Joined an organization over there with the, I guess they call themselves the Bad Intentions, but they've been a ton of fun. Some wholesome content. Just trying to enjoy myself and be a part of the gaming experience that I love the most. So it's all good to see everybody. Good to see. Come on, it's going to be a good race. Much love, dear. Yes, it is. Kansas is usually a really, really good race, and I do apologize. I do believe there was some connection thing going on right there. Little skip. I don't know if that was on Cam's side or on my side. Either way, it doesn't matter. It went for a moment there, so much love. Yeah, we've just been trying to enjoy things. And they're setting Chop Shop setting up for their next seasons. They're going to be starting here in a couple of weeks. There are links in the description for their Discord and their Facebook group. Please go check them out. Make sure that you get involved with this series because they're becoming kind of widely all over the place. I think they're even getting ready to start a dirt series. It's going to be a ton of fun to watch what they do with that. You know, I mean, it's good. It's a good thing. I was a hero from the beginning, and it's fun to watch them grow, and they've kind of outgrown me. So, which is kind of a good thing. And they're going to try to do some in-house broadcasting as well. Stryker, thank you very much. I appreciate you. We'll see how it goes. I think it's going to be interesting to see what they've got going on. I will be resuming a normal life. We won't be doing as much iRacing broadcasting as I used to be. Only because I need to take a break. I need to take a break from iRacing and the broadcast and do something that's a little bit more fun and enjoying for myself. Mark, thank you very much. Mr. Odell, appreciate you liking the stream. And that's a good thing. I've been burned and I've been burnt out, and that's kind of the way life goes. But it's not take away from why we're here. Chop Shop Racing Series doing a great job, and we're going to be seeing Tuesdays for the foreseeable future from what I've gathered. Which is Tuesday is probably my best night to stream iRacing. Regardless, it's always been the best views. It's always had the best engagement, and it just seems like it brings everybody out that really wants to race. And it's been good. The truck series for Chop Shop has seen a lot of good racing. We've seen some cautions out of Martinsville, but for the most part, we've seen some really good racing throughout the field from the front to the back. And I'm excited to see where that's going to go. Yeah, final race is coming up. Nathan Alul looking for a pole here. So are some of the other drivers who can run Kansas. Kansas can be that racetrack, and one mistake can make you earn it. So hopefully we'll see just kind of that, I don't know, maybe a patient drive, maybe a whole bunch of other kinds of drives. Folks, make sure you reach that like button up there. I see Donnie giving us a like out there as well. Mr. Dudley, give us a like. My 3 sons giving us a like as well. Much love to you. I appreciate you. Now all of the alerts come up all the time, so I do leave up the live stream to be able to make sure. And I love checking on that and making sure we're good. Mr. Grijalva, thank you very much for giving us a new like out there. Appreciate you very much. And of course, right now, my alerts are going off into my ear, and doing. I might have to pull up stream labels and turn that off. Actually, I don't even think I have that downloaded. So let's get that downloaded real quick because it's Log in. Mm-hmm. Back up. Stream labels. Download. No. We already have that. I'm working on it, folks. I promise. Let's go Streamlabs. That's where I set up all my alerts, is on Streamlabs. Let's go to my dashboard. All of the alerts. Alert box. By the way, I actually have to open Streamlabs, so bear with me. Whoop. Yeah, we're going to be updating there. All right, we're switching stuff over. We're not technically switching stuff over. We're just moving some stuff around, having an updater happen. We've got all kinds of things going on right now. Good to see you all out there. Thank you very much. Chop Shop Racing. They have a Wednesday night road series, which I've been keeping an eye on, like watching that. What else? Doing quite a bit, haven't they? Let's go, says Nate Biggert. Mr. Biggert, how are you doing, sir? Good to see you out there on the old YouTube platform. Much love to you. All right. There it is. A lot more happening. There we go. Mute the sounds. There it is. Let's go racing, says Chop Shop. Good to see you out there. Much love. Mr. Joseph G. I'm waiting for it. Waiting for you all to get the rest of it. Oh, there we go. Had to switch some stuff over. Had to click a mute sound there. To open everything up. Have fun. Thank you. I appreciate you. It's Kansas. I gotta enjoy the race. It's one of my favorite things about this. Is they're running. I don't know if they did it on purpose, but I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty excited to see Kansas as the finale. Pretty excited to see where the driver's going to be able to kind of push their boundaries. Cup Series, got some heavy racing out here. And it's been good. All right, starting grid. There it is for you. Chop Shop Racing Series. Nathan Lewis going to be your pole sitter today. Jason Day is going to be the outside pole sitter. Retchen and Strickland going to make up row number 2. Rahal McCaffrey make up row number 3. Colby Hartung, Jeremiah Burke will make up row number 4. sherylculver is going to have John Hammond to his outside. Cam Dario is going to have Robert Dudley to the outside of he in row number 6. Row 7 will be Ed Perry, Stefan Salas, and Stefan's still looking for that best of the rest. That's what we were looking at. I was looking at numbers and things all at the same time. Nate Biggert going to have the Marco Dell stream going on right there. It's going to be there in row 8. Philip Caffrey will have Robert Church to his outside. 18 drivers today in the Cup Series. And it's been good. It's been good to see. Pit lane getting worked on out there. Jason Day will be looking for some pace today. Drone camera still in effect. Yeah, we still have it. Still have the drone camera, and we'll take a look down the field here and see what the driver's going to be doing. Nathan Lewell loading in. There's the pace car. Iracing pace car. Looks like a Ford Mustang. Kind of looks like a Ford Mustang. Jason Day. There's Retchen, Strickland there. The rumble of the engines. And for one more to load in. Sherylculver with a little Krusty Krab action. Odell, Biggert, there they are. Church and Caffrey all the tail end of this one. Pace car will lead them around. This is a multi-group track. You'll see a lot of low-line racing and older tires. It'll be tough to pass, but you'll see a lot of drivers utilize the high line here. Let's make a good look with a drone camera around here. 1 and 2 Progressive Banky, 2 and 3 wide. You'll see it all the time on the restarts as they continue to work. And as the 3 and 4 machines give themselves a good look, the back straightaway is what sets up the majority of the turns here, and it will definitely show. There's the Hollywood Casino. I'm glad to see that they put the Hollywood Casino in here, even though it's not completely all the way put in there because of the relative action. And that'll be the way it works as things load in. You'll see there at the end. Kansas City is a ton of fun. I love it. 3 and 4, a big working sweeping zone. Trouble out of 3 and 4 usually happens that way. As we will see a lot of drivers hit the infield. Maybe I say not a lot. It may happen. It may just run green. We may see some drivers get loose off of 4. We may see just green flag runs and green flag pit stops. Biggest pythons in all of iRacing, Fred the Barney Flagman, a.k.a. they call him Barney. I call him Fred. I've named him Fred for a long time. Start restart zone coming up. Green flag racing. Championship underway, 7:52. Digging into the corner. Turn 1 already busy. One's going to have to clear here very quickly, and we'll see how the gears are going to work here because this is where the drive line changes. Whoa! Hartung to the bottom. Culver to the bottom, 3 wide, all the way to the bottom. It's going to get up and get into the 23 just a little bit there. Almost gets him loose. 13 to the bottom side. Jerry Culver sent it. Colby Hartung to the bottom. 19 all the way to the back. There's the 8 of Cam Dario giving off some vibes. Hartung's going to back off the corner. Rahalva driving the 47 is going to be number 2 on the relative there as we dig into the corner. I am going to reset something here, folks, because SDK is a little off on the bottom side there. All right, we're back. Fastest lap of the race. Nathan Lewell just ran it. 0.3 of a second difference. Going to have to extend himself here. And we'll see just how long it's going to work. You got to keep themselves out of the wall. Strickland here to hold. He'll be able to run about 65 laps on a cycle. We've seen the mile-and-a-half tracks push the boundaries of fuel limits. Some drivers may just break it up into thirds, and that's how we saw Colby Hartung sneak out a win. Just split the cycle up into thirds and made it work. They do that, they'll be in around 45 to 50 laps. We'll see what the drivers are going to be able to do here. 60 is a very comfortable number, but that means you're still going to have to split it up. There's no caution. It'll be more of a dangerous run. 8 to the inside of the 23, 77 there. 77 of Michael Caffrey checks up the field. Fast lap ran by Cameron Dario, 31.55. That's John Hammond in front of him. Hammond leading, was leading the drivers for that best of the rest. But Jeremiah Burke in that 73 is going to be the driver that we're going to be looking at here to be able to carry that top 3 finish last week. He's going to be able to do the same thing today. Stryker rolls the corner in that 8th spot. Retchen's going to be there in the 76. Good little turbo blue look for the Chevy Camaro. We're going to see what your drivers are running. Here's what they're running on your screen. A Lewell Chevy. Chevy's inside the top 4. 2 Fords behind it. Robert Dudley in a Toyota. First Toyota in the field. Nathan Biggart's going to be running a Toyota as well. Stefan Salas running a Toyota as well down to the bottom. 31 Menards feature. Grijalva off the track is going to be down to the bottom side. I don't know what happened there. We have to take a look. Found the off track. Here's what happened. I think the 49 was there. Pinches him down a little bit. 47 hits the grass. Comes back on. No harm, no foul. Back up and running. Lewell under fire from Jason Day. Day 39.06 on the iRating. Tearing it up here. Goes to the outside. 7 to deliver. You got to be smart and fast over the long haul. You can be fast here in Kansas, but it's all about consistency. Tire wear, the biggest factor. Strickland pulling up in tow, running a paint scheme homage to his mother. I hope his mother's doing well. Shot for the cure. Save the Tatas. Big or small, save them all. Love it. 7. Ooh, that's Mark Retchen up into the wall there. Turbo blue Chevy Camaro. As the forward going around, Jeremiah Burke taking over 4th. Championship between Nathan Alul and Jason Day. That'll be the drivers you're looking at right now. Stryker in third. Burke first of the drivers for the Best of the Rest Championship. And then all the way at the tail end of it, drivers making it work. Good race so far. 8 of 135 being completed. Cam, the other driver, looking at it. He's moving forward. Wants to keep himself clean. Dudley to the outside. And Nerio to the bottom side needs to clear the 49. The 49's going to have a run of race pace off the corner. He'll be a little free, though. He'll be just fine. Cam Nerio in tow. On the nose of Cam Nerio, here's what's happening. As Nathan Alul backs up the corners. You'll have to start thinking when these cars are going to start shifting. Or if they're going to start shifting. Cam has already changed up his line, starting to work the higher lane here as we continue to work. Move over. We're all running right now. Nathan Alul still under fire from the drivers. This is a very level racetrack. 32 flat for the last time for the drivers. Rahal able to run a little bit faster now, 31.79. He's the fastest driver on the racetrack currently. Culver just ran his fastest lap of the race, 32.04. Trying to settle in and work his way back forward. Stefan Salas right there, again, part of the Best of the Rest Championship, still trying to compete. Bill Caffrey in the 61 to the inside of Ed Perry, 33. Rolling the higher lane. Nathan Alul out front still. Jason Day closing in a 10th off of the race pace of the 7. Pretty much got to keep yourself close. Cam Nerio working himself to third here, showing himself some pace. Here's a look at the way things are rolling. 15 of 135. Again, stage is going to end on lap 30, but no stopping for the stages. Not only are they not stopping for the stages, but they're going to be working on finding that different pace lap. It's when the drivers decide they're going to come to pit road it's going to matter the most. If you haven't done so, go to kick.com/signature esports. We are looking at replacing Twitch because of the Twitch policies on multi-streaming. So if you haven't done so, go check us out over there. And I appreciate you if you do so. Appreciate you as much as you could ever ask for. An amazing time here at Signature Esports. Cam under fire from Jeremiah Burke. Stryker falling back just a little bit. Let's do some reactions to some stuff here. When we're done here, we're going to send you over to a live stream afterwards that I absolutely am thrilled to have. We do a lot of helping local businesses out because we are a local business, and a good friend of Jess's family is out doing little parties where she sells some jewelry. It's Levi, what's going on? And we're going to send you over to her if she is still live afterwards to help support her. The jewelry is good. It's fairly affordable. I mean, fairly, like it's really affordable. Yeah, we're going to see what happened there. See, the 52, the closer that Cam gets to the 52, the more that Jason Day has the air pulled back to him. So Cam actually, the closer he gets, the more that Jason Day going to have to back up the corner here. He's going to roll the outside. They're getting a little closer. Cam Dario to the bottom. Day going to work on the high side. Cam will be side by side with the 52. Whoop, 52 into the wall. Cam Dario to the bottom. Jason Day taps the wall, runs the high side for the first time in a minute. And it's going to have to get that fixed. I mean, he did hit it. He hit it pretty good, but it was kind of a 1-2 punch. It was a right front and left front scenario there. The car looks all right. We're gonna take a look. I'm gonna pull out the drone. Maybe a little wall scrape. Let's take a look. Actually, not near as bad as I thought. A little bit of damage. 23 to the outside. Little scrape right there for you. Not a big deal. Let's go to the front here. He'll be all right. Colby Hartung goes to the outside. Cam Dario to the bottom. Hartung ripping the wall. Pulling the Larson line out right now. Right now. Levi McCarty giving us a like out there. How are you doing, sir? Much love to you. Dudley Grijalva side by side. Looks like Grijalva having internet issues a little bit. He is right in front of Dudley. See the sparks on the right side. There's Grijalva. He is having an issue. So there he is. He's back. Oh, he's not back yet. He's working on it. He's working on it. Caffrey to the outside. A little 0.3 of a second difference. Colby Hartung gets around Cam Dario there. Cam, some right side action going on. Cam back to third, has the 52 in tow. Colby Hartung saved a little bit here towards the end. Ripping the wall. Trying to get himself back out there. Jason Day back in the mix. Nathan O'Lewell trying to get a 7th win on the season. Go Cam go, says Mr. Holland out there. How you doing, Spicy? He just has to beat Nathan O'Lewell. And Strickland. And Jason Day. 3 of the playoff drivers for the series inside the top 5 right now. Stryker back to 8th. Trying to make this look good. Jeremiah Burke leading the field when it comes to the Best of the Rest championship over John Hammond right now. John Hammond looking to make a little playoff berth. And going to hang out and watch the race. Love to see it, man. Love to see it. And that is over. Stefan Salas. Ryan Rayburn not in today's race, so we'll see if Stefan can get out there and enjoy his drive off. Right now, half a second difference between Nathan O'Lewell and Colby Hartung. Hartung right on the outside. We'll take a look at the dashboard here as the drivers work. Fifth gear for Nathan Lewell, 180 miles an hour getting into turn 3 and 4, all the way down to 154. Usually it's a good sign that the tires are still holding on. If you can still hold 155 getting into the corner, he does a great job. Front straightaway, backing up the corner, fifth gear all the way. Colby Hartong working the high line, 188 into the corner, 194. Ooh, how about Jason Day back to the inside over Cam Dario. Cam up 8, started 11th, and had to do some work to get himself forward. The fact he's able to hold on here is doing a great job. Jeremiah Burke to the inside of Jason Day, or to the back bumper of Jason Day. Apologies about that. Jason Day to the inside of Cam here. And we'll see if everybody can keep away from the wall. 73 to the outside of the 52. Nathan Lewell, still 4/10 of a second difference, utilizing the low line here. Hartung still working the outside. And here's your battle box for the two drivers. Concuss, subscribing. Thank you very much. I appreciate that on YouTube. Albert Anderson giving us a subscription out there on YouTube as well. Much love to you. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day on the YouTube platform. Always a ton of fun. Good to see what you folks are doing. Like to see our YouTube family growing out there. Much love to you. We're getting there. We are getting there. Able to make that YouTube partnership last as well. Cam Dario back 1.5 seconds is right now. John Hammond going to work. Battle for fourth is as such. Hammond and Burke side by side. Jason Day falling off the pace just a little bit here. 31 of 135. Church go to pit lane. It's going to be just as fast as their leaders here. If not faster, it's going to have some new tires. Colby Hartung digging in 0.2 of a second difference here. As you see now Robert Church about to play devil's advocate. 23 to the outside. 7 cuts the nose off. 23 there. Battle for the lead as Robert Church gets involved. Retchen coming to pit road. Drivers cutting the pace off here, doing what they can. As Colby Hartung is going to keep his race pace. 7 takes the air away from him as the 5 goes to the inside. 7 into the wall. 23 to the bottom. When you're not used to running the wall, something like that can happen. So a similar situation happened to Jason Day. As now the 7 will battle back. 23 is going to have to pull back up here. And Lewell able to keep a hold of the car and keep it moving forward. But that right front is going to have some damage now. 33 of 135, forcing some hands. Driver's going to be able to do it. Cam the man says... PH style out there. So Nathan Lewell now in a whole different situation. John Hammond to third. Has Stryker behind. Strickland working on that, working on his race pace. Cam Dario dropping back here. You see the driver maybe starting to save a little bit. Jason Day back as well. Nathan Lewell into the wall. 23 to the outside. Hartung goes to the lead. And the battle for the race win is here as Nathan Lewell still trying to hold on to it. 23 right near that wall, and he's going to clear on the back straightaway. There's no way this doesn't happen. Hartung going to clear It's the speed the high line can produce. If you can hold on to it, that high line becomes the fast line around Kansas on older tires. 23 trying to clear, is going to be able to do so. 7 in a dirty air now. Stryker holding off the pace, is about 2 seconds off the drivers. Doesn't need to beat Kobe Hartung, needs to beat Nathan Alul. That's the big one. Alul, Strickland, Jason Day, Cam Dario. That's going to be your top 4 for the championship. I wish SDK had that kind of graphic for me, and I should have made it. I do apologize about not doing it. John Hammond leading the best of the rest championship. He's going to be in 4. Jeremiah Burke right behind him, as Hammond's been able to salvage and save this entire time. Kobe Hartung a quarter second faster last time by over Nathan Alul. We'll see what the pace is going to be now. Just about a 10th off the pace. That's Nathan Alul trying to still work the bottom side here. Kobe Hartung able to extend. Let's go, Jeremiah Burke. Go get him, says Albert out there. Burke needs Hammond. That's where he needs to be. He's there to the inside. Nathan Biggert up 9, working the outside lane. Cam Dario, Robert Dudley side by side. Dudley to the outside. Dudley working on the pace. Retchen's going to be coming back around off the lead lap by 1. So is Robert Church. These drivers came to pit road, so they're going to be a lap down. We'll see how that's going to work. Retchen came in on 31, trying to work on his on his long run race pace here. Maybe have a different strategy to the most drivers. Kobe Hartung digging in. Nathan Alul is going to be there in second. Still working the bottom side. Still trying to pull that line back to him. Hartung better in 3 and 4, down to the bottom side of the race line. 7 all the way to that second lane. I'm surprised to see Hartung work the bottom side of that racetrack as much as he has on the front straightaway. Maybe just dusting the tires off. Maybe taking a little lesson learned from that. 1-3 back now is Strickland to Hartung as Kobe Hartung works the higher lane. Strickland utilizing the high side, 39 of 135. I would talk about stages, but the stages don't matter today. This is a championship race. Final race of the My3-Suns Cup Series, and they are digging in for the long haul. Folks, I'm going to take a vocal break. Be right back with you. I'm totally exciting. These drivers are just digging in. Cam Dario to pit road. magic number to evenly get yourself around this this racetrack for this amount of laps is going to be 45 apiece. And we're seeing drivers hit that number between 45 and 50 laps. I imagine that's going to be the number that you're going to be able to look. Colby Hartung goes back to third now. Was in the lead. The lead got maybe into the wall a little bit. I'm not quite sure. Maybe just had to back up the corner. The car looked like it was a little bit unstable, but Strickland rolls the high side now. He's going to be in second. Strickland has closed down 2 seconds to Nathan Alul over the course of the last 11 laps and is doing a great job of finding himself into the mix. Up 2, but fell back to almost as far as 10th. Colby Hartung was back in 13th at one point. Now it's going to be up 4 inside that 3 spot. Nathan Biggert, your biggest mover of the race, 4 back right now, but has got a lot of work to do. Jason Day still digging in as well. We'll see if he's going to be able to make some things happen. Mark Odell, one of my favorite drivers out there. Good to see Mark running the Hot Wheels paint scheme again. The old number 9 running out there having a good time. Ed Perry's going to be in that 33. Folks, something I am going to be doing is I am going to be joining a league. I'm gonna look for a league that is me friendly. That is something I can get out and enjoy and be a part of. Not one that I've broadcasted. I want to get into a league with some strangers because I know everybody out here, and I do want to be a part of it. But I want to keep calling Chop Shop independently, and so I'm going to be looking for a truck series that I'm going to be able to be a part of. So if you see a truck series out there that you think that my capabilities could be a part of, I encourage you to let me know. And somewhere on Monday, maybe Monday or Wednesday, maybe Thursday, one of those days, I want to drive in a league. I don't want to be a part of that league, and go out and enjoy myself and stream it from my point of view. Nathan Biggert, Jason Day coming up pit road. Colby Hartung in on pit road as well. Striker closing down 0.6 of a second difference now as Nathan Alul starts to stretch his legs a little bit. I was watching some drivers downshift earlier. We'll have to take a look on position. There it is. We'll have to take a look and see what happens. Nathan Alul's probably going to try to run this thing out of fuel, but that's how he lost the last race they had on fuel mileage, is by staying out way too late. And actually, I believe the driver that beat him was the driver that was contended for the lead earlier, and that was Colby Hartung. Somebody you don't want to count out right now, though, it's going to be this driver. Cam Dario came to pit road on 39. Retchen came in on 31. He is right behind Strickland here looking for his lap. He wants to get his lap back here. Retchen, first driver off the lead lap. If there were a caution to come out now, he'd be the driver to be looking at. He's going to need to run to about lap 80 to be able to make this work for him, so he's going to run the outside here. Goes around Strickland to the outside. Working on getting back around Nathan Alul here. Alul, you'll see the pace. Lap time for Retchen, it's going to be about 1 second faster than Nathan Alul. He was working around the leaders who are slower, which means that those newer tires are playing dividends right now. And right now, back behind him, it's going to be Cam Dario to Mark Retchen. He's about 1.8 back. He is catching Nathan Alul and Stryker pretty quickly here, but he's also working on catching the 76, who goes back on the lead lap this time by. As 0.4 of a second difference, 76 crosses over down to the bottom side, utilizing all the racetrack here. White line does not mean you can't go around. It means that that is all racing surface. Appreciate you all being out there. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. Share the stream out there. Let everybody know you're watching some awesome iRacing. And I appreciate everybody out there on the old Kick platform as well. If you haven't done so, make sure that you do. Say hello to me. If you're new, I'm working on Kick. I'm working on getting that up there so that way we can monetize on Kick as well. We love monetization. It's kind of one of the cool things about streaming is being able to do that. But yeah, if you know of a league, send them over to me. I would love to be a part of it. Maybe be able to, if I could do maybe a Sunday night league. Maybe a Sunday or Monday or Sunday or Monday league. I'll be able to get some other drivers over there. I want a me-friendly league. I'm not great at iRacing. I love calling the races. That's what I've been doing. But I want to get out and drive and enjoy the simulator. I've been paying for this service for quite a while, and I have yet to really enjoy it as much as I probably should. Here's the battle for sixth right now. First of the drivers off the lead lap is going to be Cam Dario down to the bottom side. 76 rolling. Ed Perry comes to pit road. He's going to pit from fourth. Culver's going to be in fifth right now. He is still working on his lap times. There's the 31 of Stefan Salas, who is in 18th right now. Came into pit road on 44. We'll see what driver's going to be able to do. Dudley came in on 28. He's going to be a lap down. He is still working on... I'm sorry, Robert Church came in on 28. He's going to be a lap down still as well. I think that is... it might be a natural lap. We'll see how these things roll. Nathan Alul, Michael Strickland. Strickland goes back a second here. We'll see if he's just trying to save. I think that's what he's doing. Working around some of the lap traffic. You just kind of have to make your bed and lie in it a little bit. The lap they would need to come in on pit road is lap 68 for Nathan Alul and Michael Strickland. Cam Dario, 31.43, rolling back. 77 goes back around the race leader, gets a lap back here. It's going to be 2 laps down. It was 2 laps down. It's going to be a lap down now as they continue to roll. We'll see how this one works out for him. Nathan a little out front. Stryker's going to be in second. Marco Dell's in third. 9.2 back. Nathan Biggert coming around. He is going to be working to get back on the lead lap. John Hammond had long run race pace. Got himself around the 73. It's going to be right there as well. Hammond and Jeremiah Burke, both drivers, came in a lap apart. Hammond came in on 74. There's Stryker going around. It's going to give way to the 75. This is your best of the rest championship right here. Jeremiah Burke and John Hammond going at it. Stefan Salas in 17th. We'll have to work on his pace to be able to get back around these two drivers. Still, not anything can happen. 60 laps of 135 being completed. This is it's a good race. There's races upon races. Stryker 2.2 made way for some of those drivers as Burke and Hammond go at it. Jeremiah Burke 24.31 of the I rating. John Hammond 24.79, the elder of the two, by 48. Finds Nathan Alul right there. They'll look to go to the outside of Nathan Alul. Jeremiah in the lucky dog spot he is. That's the leader right there. How about 3 wide in front of him? Hammond tried not to get into the 7. 7 had a big check up there. So both drivers back on the lead lap as they continue to work. Holy cow. Sherylculver coming to pit road. Nathan Alul 62 of 135. 76. Way up the race line there. Strickland falling back. 3 seconds coming to pit road. Nathan Alul coming to pit road. This is a big number. These drivers coming to pit road now are giving up a lot of time and will still need to come to pit road later. Alul in on pit road. Cam Dario coming around. 77 working the outside. That's Michael Caffrey on a little bit fresher tire than Cam Dario. Roughly about 16 lap fresher tires. Nathan Alul working on that corner. So a splash and go later. Cam Dario to the lead here as these drivers work on continuing to have their race pace. 135, the magic number. Cam Dario to the lead for the championship as Jeremiah Burke and John Hammond, both 5 and 6 lap fresher tires, try to track him down. Cam doesn't need to beat Jeremiah Burke or John Hammond. He just needs to beat Nathan Alul, needs to beat Michael Strickland, and Jason Day. Jason Day in 7th right now, holding on 50-lap sprint. Will be able to have a 35. If he comes in at 100, he'll be able to have a 35-lap run as we might see Cam Dario come in on that magic number. Cam, Jeremiah Burke, John Hammond. Hammond trying to go to the lead. Would love to see Hammond get a win here. Would love to see Burke get a win. Kobe Hartung in tow. Kevin on 49, 4-lap fresher tires, and the drivers in front of him. 10-lap fresher tires and Cam Dario. Nathan Biggert, Kevin on 50. Jason Day, Kevin on 50. Grijalva, Kevin on 46. Nathan Lewell in on 62. Pitted to 8th. 14 and a half back. We're at least 20 laps before I think Cam might find his way to pit road. 33 seconds was his last lap. 32.53 this time by. And Nathan Lewell came in, ran a 31.73. His fast lap, 31.58. He's going to need to save a lot of fuel. Needs 10 laps of fuel. That's what he needs. Stryker back here. Give it on 62. Next pit, if they kept it at 62, that's a lot of fuel to try to save. Usually about 65 laps, 67. I don't know if they can run 68. Sorry, they're gonna have to run 73 laps. There's no way that's gonna happen. If they can run 73 laps around here, I will dang near eat my hat. Hartung to the lead. Burke in second. Cam Dario in third. Hammond to the bottom side. Retchen to the bottom side. Mark Hibbett on 63, working to get himself a little bit more of that time back. Robert Church in on 63 as well. Here's some big gas tanks on these cars, but they're not that big. Hartung pulling away here. Now, Hartung came in on 49, and he's got 10 seconds to Nathan Lewell, and through the pit cycles has gotten himself a pretty good lead right now. Just needs to maintain pace. Doesn't really need to worry about whether or not he is fast or not right now. Just needs to worry about maintaining pace. The first driver in your championship contention here is going to be Cam Dario. Cam needs one more green flag pit stop to be able to make it toward the end. Needs about 15 laps very soon. Thank you, fine folks out there. Appreciate you doing what you do. Being good, being safe, being kind. It is just now heating up. Folks, hit that like button for me. I'd appreciate it if you did it. Free way to support. Free way to say hello. Fast race today. Hartung out front. Cam Dario excited coming up. Let him have at it. 75 to the inside. Hammond going to second. Here's the 13 of Jerry Culver. Culver, first driver, a lap down. Ooh, a little free. With the slide in front of the 73 there, it's going to drop into the corner. 73 is going to rocket towards the bottom. 13, Jerry Culver came in on 61. It's going to be fresher than the drivers in front of him. Little Krusty Krab pizza action going on there. Mr. Krabs on the front. I like it. Nothing wrong with a little bit of SpongeBob love. Here's the difference on lines. Watch the 73 on the high side, 13 on the bottom. Watch the speed that the 73 is going to get right here. 13 still in that second groove, not pulling the draft of the 73. This is something that I'd love to watch folks be able to get themselves into the works. 13 looked a little free there getting down to the bottom side. He's going to be able to pull a little bit of a gap here, though, and get himself reset Jeremiah Burke to the bottom side, closes down 30/10 of a second to John Hammond. But Hammond starts to pull away here as he tries to close back down to Kobe Hartung. Hartung to Nathan Lewell, about 7 seconds. So Lewell is faster right now. But this is not going to be about whether or not these drivers are going to be able to come to pit road earlier or later, because Nathan Lewell is going to have to make up about 10 seconds here to Kobe Hartung because of the pit cycle. Kobe Hartung, when he comes to pit road, is going to have basically the last stint here, a little wall tap for him. Got to be careful with that. That's the second time I've watched him do it. You don't want that right rear to get, you don't want that right front to get destroyed. Right rear you can manage. The right front, that's where the arrow comes into play. But if he comes to pit road, he'll be just fine. There's Cam Dario is going to be looking at Nathan Lewell to the bottom side. Cam will be looking at it as well. Same concept for Cam Dario here. He's going to run as long as he can. Another 10 laps will do him some justice. But this is where the factor is going to come into play. If he can run all the way to 59, or not 59, 79, that puts 50 laps on the tires. If he can run to 80, it's 51 laps. That gives him a little bit of a sprint here to be able to make it work. Kobe Hartung will be coming in as well. Now, here's the thing. Nathan Lewell, the more he catches up here, he can decide to come to pit road at any point. He might have to decide to do that. Stryker is going to be an 8th here. Now, this is just me thinking, hey, they're going to run as long as they can to be able to put down that spot. If that's the case, I would say that they're going to need about 5 lap difference on their tires. Kobe Hartung right now still 5-second lead over Nathan Lewell. Lewell still trying to push it to the front. 7/10 of a second difference on his lap times to the drivers in front of him. Nathan bigger at about 7/10 of the difference on his lap time to Nathan Lewell. Keep it on 50. Stryker still holding on to his race pace, 31.92. Very good on the long haul. A little free right there off corner exit, but he's still working. Has an opportunity, about 2/10 of a second difference between he and Nathan Lewell, who's in 4th. So if Stryker can hold on to it, he might have a different. We'll see what happens here. This is going to be interesting. I'm thrilled to see it. We'll leave it as we were doing before. I'm going to take a hydrate break. Throat's a little sore. Be right back. Well, my eyes are on Cam Dario right now. I want to see when he comes to pit road. So I was talking about lap 79, lap 80, somewhere in that regard. We're about 50 laps to go, 52 to go this time by, with Colby Hartung still out front. 1.4 second difference here between he and Nathan Alul. Alul closing in the distance, about 0.2 of a second difference here between Colby Hartung and Nathan Alul when it comes to their lap times. Alul's going to catch him. He's going to pass him pretty easily. 23 lap fresher tires. But that's not to say that Colby can't hold on to it for a moment, make it a little bit more difficult. Nathan Alul is going to be running as hard as he can. We'll see when he comes to pit road. Maybe he might back off a little bit here and just kind of ride to be able to have that lead. He's got a good distance between John Hammond and Stryker, who's going to be in fifth here, right to the outside of the 75 and the 73. 88 goes around on the high side. He's going to be able to do this pretty easily here as the 73 and 75 battling for the best of the rest. Now the championship, too, coming around to Strickland and Nathan Alul. Jeremiah Burke and John Hammond going at it for the best of the rest championship. And, man, it's kind of nice to have two championships going on at once. Hartung, Alul coming out of two. Watch Colby Hartung extend a little bit on the high side. He had a 1.4 second difference on his lap times. Nathan Alul will utilize the bottom line here. About 0.3 of a second difference on his lap times. Stryker runs about a 3 second difference right now on the high side to Nathan Alul. And doing what he can to be able to make this work for himself. I think if Strickland can pit before Nathan Alul with some laps in between it, it's gonna be an interesting run. Right now, Colby Hartung out front. They can't make it on fuel. A lot of drivers might take that 45 lap stint. We'll see if Cam Dario runs all 60 laps or 61 laps that he can. Finds the 61 to the bottom side. That's Philip Caffrey going around. He came into pit road on lap 78 for the final time. Stefan Salas coming to pit road now as the Toyotas start to hit their green flag pit cycle. Kansas Motor Speedway giving us a lot of action today. Good to see you all out there. Thank you so much for being a part of the platform, being a part of the streams. I thank you so much. And we know that the fam does, and everybody just enjoying themselves. And I hope that you all are. I really do. If you're out there on Kick, make sure that you give us a follow on that platform as well. I'd appreciate it. We all know that I do all this to make everybody as good as possible and as better as possible. If I could take all of my Twitch followers and just move them over to Kick, it'd be so much better. I just don't get what Twitch was thinking. You tell me, folks. You think Twitch is making a mistake? Alul, 0.4 of a second back. And closing. Nathan will have the speed here, and we'll be at 45 laps to go this next time by. Cam came out on 86. Spicy says Twitch is for sure messing up with that move. They're being greedy. I mean, I get what they're doing. I understand the premise of it, but I don't understand why you would do that after being in business for as long as you have been. You know what I mean? Nathan Alul to the bottom side. Hartung. 90 of 135, 45 lap sprint would be doing himself some justice here. Has some good speed on corner exit here. I think Alul is waiting to see when Hartung's coming to pit road. Burt comes to pit road. John Hammond in fourth. Best of the rest championship working right there. Nathan Biggert in fifth. Jason Day moves to sixth. Give it on lap 50. Some of these drivers are going to come in on lap 100. It's going to be interesting to see where it's going to work. Cam Dario coming around. Try to get himself to Ed Perry. Burke in on pit road. Cam will make the pass on Cam here. I believe, actually, Jeremiah leaving pit road. Ed Perry spent a few seconds out there. So Cam just needs to beat a couple of drivers here. Jeremiah Burke leaving pit road now. Tires and fuel, had a good race pace. Cam trying to make it work here. Nathan Alul goes to the lead here on the inside as Hartung battles back on the outside. Alul will just need it. So Alul back to the lead. Kobe Hartung way to the outside. Strickland 3 1/4 closing. He's faster on the long run. Had a 4.5 second difference between he and Nathan Alul. And right now is faster than Nathan Alul as we speak. Kobe Hartung in second. Give it a lap 49. And that goes to show just how you need to progress this race line. 94 of 135 being complete. John Hammond to pit road. Odell coming around will take that spot away. Grijalva will move up to 6th. Good to see Grijalva rebounding. It'll be 40 to go this next time by. Cam lost a lot of time. Ed Perry rolling. A lot of drivers will still have an extra set of tires in the pits. This thing is rolling green very comfortably. Nathan Alul has pretty much driven the ever-loving everything off of that car. And he's got Colby Hartung behind. Mark Odell might go for the long haul here as well. He came in on 61. Dudley in on 50. The advantage will be tires, but how much of an advantage? Nathan Alul now extending. Will they force his hand? Dudley, 18-second difference. Striker will be a lap down. Jeremiah Burke will go around. Jerry Culver in 6th. Nathan Alul still out. He is coming to pit road. I wondered if he was going to have to come to pit road here. Comes in down on speed. And I tell you what, this pit road speed limit is quite insanely slow. But he's running 55 miles an hour down there. I thought pit road speed limit at Kansas was 45. Dudley in. Strickland coming around. Jerry Culver coming around is going to be trying to take the lead. Is going to be in the lead as these drivers get up to speed. Jeremiah Burke, Colby Hartung. Nathan Alul leaving pit road here. Up to speed as we're going to have to see some pace. Drivers to the outside, 23, 3 wide into the corner. Oh, man, it'll make you nervous. Michael Strickland, 2.4 back, is going to have to run the fastest laps of his career at this particular point. We're going to be 35 laps to go here in about 2 laps. Jerry Culver out front, leading with a 13.5 second lead, but still needs to come to pit road. Came in on 61. They had to force their hand. Jeremiah Burke leading that field. Nathan Alul came in 0.3 of a second difference now to the field. 2.2 seconds back is Michael Strickland. And right now, Stryker needs a caution. John Hammond trying to play catch up here as well to Jeremiah Burke, who came in on lap 90. You see Nathan Alul to the inside. Drivers are doing a lot here, folks. Caffrey, your lucky dog Culver right there. Colby Hartung is going to be in second. Nathan Alul in third. Alul half second the difference trying to close in. And the difference on speed right here. Watch this catch up. Here's Colby Hartung coming across the front stripe. As Nathan Alul just needs to mind his P's and Q's. I think that's the big thing for Nathan Alul right now. He's got a good gap between he and Michael Strickland. And the difference between those drivers, about 2 seconds. Jeremiah Burke stands in between them. Nathan Alul, 3.3 between he and a few other drivers. I'm sorry, I was say 3.3. It's 4.3 and closing to Jerry Culver. Hartung, Robert Church behind. There's the 49 of Robert Dudley right there in the mix as well. Dudley trying to get himself back out there. Get another lap back real quick before Culver comes back at it. 49 a little free off corner. 5 goes back around. 49 rolling the corner again. Gets back to the inside. Has the tires in the drive off. Gets to the 5. It's going to be just fine. Gets back around. Has a speed off corner exit. Here comes Jerry Culver in his sights. Look at that Krabby go. I do like it. 13. Oh, down to the 49 there. Doesn't have the tires to keep the 49 at bay. 49 is going to be one lap down. Still your lucky dog now as Caffrey went around the 13. So Jerry Culver out front at the time being. But Hartung closing in very quickly. At a certain point, Jerry Culver will need to come to pit road. Will Bears giving us some love out there. Thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. Let's go championship 4 and the best of the rest and hard charge. Right now, hard charge will be Nathan Biggert. It's going to be up 9 spots. John Hammond to the inside of Jason Day. 61 of Philip Caffrey in the mix. Pulls the draft of the 61. Caffrey 5 laps down. Whoa, almost drives into the corner. A little heavy there, has to get out of the gas. 52 closing the distance. Jason Day back to 8th. John Hammond tracking down Jeremiah Burke. That's going to be the driver he's looking for here. And the distance between those two drivers, roughly about 2.8 seconds. Stryker still trying to close down to Nathan Alul. Culver back to 3rd. Colby Hartung out front, half second the difference. Robert Church into pit road. Nathan Alul still trying to close in here. 4/10 of a second, half second on the straightaways. Same kind of race line that they're running, except for Hartung runs the entire length of the racetrack. Culver to pit road. Jeremiah Burke to 4th. 7/10 of a second difference between Nathan Biggert and John Hammond. Biggert up 10. Hey, I don't mind it. I like it. Could be the winning strategy, though, if this were to come down to any kind of caution or any kind of incident that may happen. He's got a lot of drivers in front of him, but, I mean, I don't count him out just yet. 6/10 of a second difference. 4.4 seconds back. It's going to be Stryker in 3rd. Nathan Alul has such a big lead on Stryker. I would just ride. I mean, you want that seventh win. But I would just ride. You're going to be 25 laps to go this next time by. I would just ride. But it's a race win. You know what I mean? Track Racer. Redefine your gaming at Track Racer. Giving you 25 laps to go here for the Cup Series Championship. Here for the Chop Shop Racing Series. My3-Sons.com. Giving you all the love out there. Folks, go check her out. She's amazing. She's one of the best in the biz. Antiques, you name it. I love her. She's amazing. I cannot wait to go see her. 4/10 of a second distance and growing. 23 to the bottom side, 7. The difference on the race line here, the 7 is not dropping below the line and disrupting the airflow on the bottom side of that race car. 23 still utilizing the high line here. 1 and 2 better for Colby Hartung. 3 and 4 better for Nathan Alul. That's where Nathan's catching the 23. The draft playing a factor here now as 24 laps to go becomes the issue. 4.6 second difference now as Jeremiah Burke still closes in. John Hammond gets around Nathan Biggert to the bottom side. Hammond to Biggert. That's going to be the big one. Burke, 1.5 and closing. Working on a new website. Love it. I love it. Love to hear those kinds of things. I hope it goes well. Make sure that you let me know if you're going to keep the same name. Let me know. Please let me know. Regardless of if I'm not calling the My Three Sons series, I want to make sure that I know where it's at so we can keep up to date on you, dear. .5 and growing. Now 1-4 into the corner. Hartung out front. Still 0.4 of a second difference. Up near the wall. Hartung to the bottom of the race line. Able to extend there a little bit. Slides the race line. A little lap traffic coming ahead here as the 23 looks out front. There's a nose cam of what he's got going on in front of him. Caffrey, Dario in 10th. Odell's going to be in 9th. Grijalva sitting in 8th. Down to the bottom again, 7, utilizing the same race line now. Ain't a little figuring it out. Says, you know what, 23's going there, I'm going to go there as well. Alul running the same line as Colby Hartung. Into the wall, though. Right front, smacks the wall, does not lose a beat. I mean, even dented the thing. Nathan Alul not able to close the distance, utilizing his race line, and now says, you know what, I'm going for it. I'm going to run his line. There to the bottom he goes. Hartung about to go down to Nathan Alul side by side for the lead. 23 trying to pull the side draft, try not to pull the side draft there. That would slow him down just as well. 23 up high. 7 trying to clear here, not going to be able to do that. Hartung up high. Takes back over, maybe. Alul clears there all the way to the bottom of the race line. Up near Hartung, pulls the air. Hartung to the bottom side, or to the high side. Hartung, 1 and 2, better for Hartung. I talked about it earlier. Coming back out of it. It's going to be able to clear, almost clear the 7. Keep that 7 at bay, make him work in his tires. That's exactly what he's doing. Nathan Alul better in 3 and 4. I've talked about it earlier. That's the same concept. 23 trying to push forward. 7 all the way to the bottom of the race line. Hartung runs the higher line. 7 drops into the corner. Side-by-side battle for the lead again. Hartung keeping that race line very much in check. The pace off of that high side's huge right now. Schlickland 5.7 back on the straightaway, watching these two duke it out. Nathan Alul trying to do everything he can to get out front. Hartung utilizing that 3rd and 4th lane. Nathan Alul ran the same line as Colby Hartung and caught him. Now, try to pass him, that's a different story. .33 of Ed Perry in the picture here. Came in at 100, has newer tires, but not that new. But he is faster. He's in 3rd. He's waiting for these two to do something. Alul, 15 laps to go. In that same lane as the 23. Finding where the speed is. Going to try to push the situation here. If he can pull a slider off here, he's got it. .23. Oh, the 7 into the wall a little bit there. Had to back out of the corner. 33 will go to the outside here. And a great job by Ed Perry, who's 2 laps down, just trying to keep his nose clean. But he is right up into the mix. And you see the 33 have to check out of the gas there. He's got some pace on these two. 6.3 second difference to Strickland. About John Hammond trying to play catch up to Jeremiah Burke. He's got about 0.8 of a second difference here. 14 laps to go. Burke leading the best of the rest championship. Working on that corner. Kobe Hartung out front, 0.4 of a second difference. 7 of Nathan Alul trying to push everything he can out of that. Look at him drop into turn 1. Still working on that corner. He did a great job of catching up on the high side, just could not get it. Hartung doing a phenomenal job here. Nathan Alul doing exactly what he did before the last time Kobe Hartung beat him. Michael Caffrey ahead of your race leaders here, doing a great job. Love my friend from Australia. Not only that, he's got his brother Philip Caffrey out there having a good time. Cam Dario inside the top 10. There's Mark Odell rolling on Grijalva right now. There's a little battle going on right there between those two. Mark Odell, 1 lap difference on tires to Grijalva. Ooh, but the 9 into the wall there, trying to hold on to Grijalva. Doing a great job of defending Jason Day. Off 5 from the start of the race. He's in 7th. See the 19 working on the 75 here. That's Nathan Biggert. They try to track down Jeremiah Burke in front of him, but Burke pulls 1.8 seconds. So Jeremiah Burke trying to become the best of the rest champion right now in 4th. That's a good distance between he and John Hammond. 10 laps to go. Kobe Hartung, Nathan Alul still working on it. Striker, 7/10 of a second, or 7 second the difference here. And I wonder if he's just saving. 9 to go this time by. Robert Dudley in the 49. Going to roll the bottom side. 23 is going to roll the high side. We'll see if there's going to be any kind of checkup here. Dirty Air will slow that leader down. And we'll see what the 49 does here. 23 to the 49. Rolls the line. Nathan Alul trying to capitalize here. 23 rolls the high side. Nathan Alul to the bottom side. 49 in the checkup spot. 23 to the high side. 49 is going to roll up the race line. 7 in tow. 31. I'm sorry, the 61 of Caffrey behind. Philip Caffrey in the mix. He came at a 110. Says, I'm going to take my tires. I'm going to finish where I finish. Hartung will be 7 laps to go here. Green to green. How about it? Kansas doing a great job. 7 up near the wall there. Hartung leaving it in the dust. Nathan Alul needs to be mistake-free for the next 7 laps. Because if he doesn't, that is going to be a big mistake on his own part. Right now, the 49, he clears the 49. It's okay to finish second. That's what I'm saying. If you're a champion, if you're battling for a championship here, you got an 8-second or a 7.5 second, almost 8-second lead over P2. You are definitely just going to need to save. I know he wants that win. But 6 laps to go. I would just let it be. Oh! Philip Caffrey and the 49 touchback there. 33 to the inside. Robert Dudley on the bottom of the racetrack here. That was almost a caution. Hold on, let me back up. Here's where it happened right here. That was almost a caution. Oh, the 49 into the 61. That was on Dudley. Back at it, 5 laps to go. 49 limping around, trying to do what he can. Kobe Hartung digging it out of the corner. As the 31 is Stefan Salas behind him. Nathan Alul settling for second. That's fine. He's going to have a little digging into the corner here, just a little bit. Kobe Hartung trying to go around to 31. It's the first time we've seen him hit the low line in a hot minute. 31 doing a great job. It'll be 4 laps to go this time by Kobe Hartung out front. Nathan Alul trying to track it down one more time. Drops into the corner. Strickland behind the 13 of sherylculver. Culver came in at 108, has fresh tires, just trying to get back on the lead lap, maybe try to salvage another spot. He's got Caffrey not far in front of him. Culver to Caffrey, about 10 seconds. Only 4 laps to go, though. I don't know that that's going to be enough. 9/10 of a second lead, 3 laps to go. Kobe Hartung digging out of the corner. And we'll make it straight away in a few more turns. Right behind him, Nathan Alul. A second the difference. 33 pulling the air off of him. Tell you what, Ed's been very patient here. Ed's a top 5 car all day long. He might have just had some issues earlier. But he's in 13th. He is 2 laps down, just trying to maintain. He's the first driver 2 laps down. A good race, a good end to the season as Strickland rolls in 3rd here. John Hammond still trying to play catch up to Jeremiah Burke. Not going to happen, though. I think a 2.5 second difference between Jeremiah Burke and those and that field. Did a great job of extending. White flag waves, final lap. The Chop Shop Cup Series, Season 2. The finale was good. It was a Kansas racetrack and such a great race. All race long, 11 drivers on the lead lap. And Kobe Hartung will come around and win it with ease. Well, it wasn't with ease. He had to drive the ever-loving H out of it. That's for darn sure. He will dig in, and Nathan Alul will be your 2023 Season 2 Chop Shop Cup Series champion as the 7th win eludes him. And Jeremiah Burke will be your best of the rest champion. Had a fight for it here as well between he and John Hammond. What a great race those drivers had. And everything went according to plan. So those drivers doing a phenomenal job and a great season all season long as they pace around and celebrate. Kobe Hartung is going to be your race winner. About Nathan Alul, though. Series champion. And he's going to be the first one we talk to here. Nathan Alul bringing it home as your 2023 Season 2 Chop Shop iRacing League's champion. My man, the legend, digging it out. Congratulations. You had to pull some strategy. At what point did you just have to settle? Nathan, can you hear me?
Yeah, you hear me?
I can hear you now, buddy. Congratulations on a championship run here. The 7th win eluded you, but you didn't need it. You pulled it out. Walk me through this one. At a certain point, I was like, he's going to have to come to pit road. That's going to be the biggest factor here. You're going to have to come to pit road, and you're going to have to break up your pit cycle. And this one is you had to earn it. Tell me about it.
Well, I don't know. I just wanted to win the stages. Yeah, I know it's dumb, but yeah, it's my last race here, at least I'm not going full time next season, and I just wanted to have fun with the guys, and it was a great race. It was smart also. At the beginning, everyone was saving tires. Jason was behind me, and then you call it the pit strategy. I wasn't good last race because of that, and I had to win the stages because I wanted so bad, and yeah, I have to I had to break my pit cycle at the end because I saw Colby just pitted, and I was like, okay, I gotta pit too.
Well, it worked out. You had a good battle there at the end. Colby held on to it, and
Yeah.
man, oh man, you were just as fast, if not faster, than he when you ran his line, and that was insane to see how much speed you were able to catch up. But that wall didn't like you in dirty air on exit whenever you were running that line. Is that just kind of you just kind of gave up on it and said, you know what, I'm just going to run my line?
Yeah, exactly. It was the turn 4 exit. I think with the rear, it's so much tight, and I just tried something. I wanted to pass him, but yeah, he was too good, too good.
Well, Nathan, it has been a pleasure to call your series. It's been a pleasure to watch you get out here and dig. And I know that I've taken jabs at you, but you're a phenomenal racer. And I've always said it. You're one of the best out there, and it's great to see you get out here and have a ton of fun. Actually, I was talking about you last night when we were playing Star Citizen with some folks that live in Canada that were speaking French, and I was like, hey, you guys need to tune in tomorrow. We got a guy that might win a championship, and you did. Congratulations. How does it sound to be a Chop Shop Racing League champion?
It's great. It's a relief actually because I didn't expect to win the championship because of the striker and Jason and Cam being really really fast, and I was having fun. I think at the end of the day, it's the most important, and the league is awesome, and it's a bummer. I can I can get around work and stuff to continue to race with them, but yeah, I think it's great also to remember of all of uh, dramas and victories and memories from this season. It was awesome. The fights with all of you guys. It was really fun. Really, thanks all of you.
I think I did my job. I think I told a great story this season. But I tell you what, Nathan, you're a phenomenal driver. Congratulations once again. Final time for you for the season. Final time for me, and it's been a pleasure to be able to call the races with you. And Nathan, give your shout outs and congratulations one last time for being the 2023 Season 2 iRacing champion for Chop Shop Racing Leagues.
Thanks, man. Actually, thank you for all of the Friday nights you had with us, and the broadcast was awesome. And thanks to Signature Esports and you, Jason, and thanks to the Chop Chop crew. Thank you guys so much. It was such an amazing experience, and thanks to all of you supporting the league and continue to do that because them deserve it so much. And thanks to my family as always and my wife for their support. It was awesome. Thanks, guys.
Always. Nathan Lule, your Season 2 champion here for the My 3-Sons Cup Series. Giving you all the action here. Let's talk to I'm going to pull up your race winner here in a moment, but we're going to talk to Jeremiah Burke first because he is your best of the rest Season 2 Cup Series champion here. I love having 2 championships because not only did you have to go, you were able to go out and you were able to battle today with Hammond, and you guys had a battle all day long. Came down to that last pit stop, came down to keeping it clean. My man, walk me through this one. What a race that was.
That had to have been the most, the front to finish biggest battle I've ever had throughout a race with one person. And I don't think I ever paid attention to what position I was in. I was just in front of John. That was tough. He ran a great race. I ran a great race. It was just a matter of, we decided right there at the end it was going to be who got on and off pit road better, and I managed to beat him and then hold on.
Yeah, 2 seconds the gap, and I tell you what, lap traffic made it difficult for everybody around here. But you both seemed to, when you were close, be able to navigate that lap traffic a little bit better. And it seemed like you guys were there in that middle stint, especially that middle stint. You guys were just trying to thread needles and make passes on each other in the middle portion of this race.
I have to say this race was the most fun I've had all season. Yeah, getting through lap traffic and then slower cars on the lead lap and everybody on different strategies. And then me and John just not giving each other an inch, passing each other back and forth. And honestly, that was just all good, clean, fun racing.
It did look like you guys, I don't know, this is why Kansas is my favorite racetrack. Not just because it's my local track or my local NASCAR track that I can go to, but because when the racing can be good and it goes green to green like today's race did, it can be this good.
Oh yeah, that multi-groove, you can run anywhere on the track. There's tire wear, there's off throttle time, there's everything you need to have a good race here. I love it. It's one of my favorites. And
it's a good reason that it's a good thing that they had the right tire model this week, because if not, it'd have been single line. And I liked what we saw today. It was a great race. Jeremiah, always a pleasure to talk to you, man. Always great to see you in the leagues that I call. I mean, you've pretty much known me since the moment I clicked the first go live button. So it's always a pleasure to talk to you, man. Best of the rest champion here for the season 2. Here, let me get your opinion on that. I love having this best of the rest thing. What do you think? Do you think other leagues should be doing that?
I think this is the best thing I've ever seen. It just gives so many more storylines, something to talk about, more people in on the action at the end of the race. You got 8 guys going for 2 different championships, plus you got the race win and all mixed in there. And there's just action all the way through the field, and I love it. I think it's great. I think more leagues should do it. It's just I never heard of it until I got here, and then I wasn't sure how I felt about it. But and not just because I won, I just think it's great that the competition and everybody plays into it. It's
amazing. It's amazing. I love it. Jeremiah, final time for the season. Give your shout outs, my man.
Shout out you for being an awesome broadcast partner. We're gonna miss you. I see you around, I'm sure. But and then of course Stryker and John, great league. All the guys I race hard with, Nate, John, Mark, Jost. It's just the guys in this league are great. And then of course Albert, Dylan, and Larry are watching, texting me, and my phone's freaking going crazy over here. So thank you guys.
They were into the race way more than I was.
Yeah.
Chat was they were in chat, and they were like, "Oh, he's in the lucky dog spot," and I was like, "But he's racing right now. He's not going to be in the lucky dog much longer." Oh man, Jeremiah, much love, man. I'll definitely see you guys around. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm not going to be calling a bunch of races as I once was. I'm taking a break and focus a little bit on life and maybe racing myself. Who knows? But that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes.
Yes, sir. I'll still watch whatever you're streaming, though.
That's the man. Hey, we still got Tuesdays. We're still doing iRacing, so that's the way. Yeah. That's the way it goes. Jeremiah, much love, man. You're the 2023 Season 2 Best of the Rest Cup Series champion here for the My 3-Sons Cup Series. Congratulations, my man. I look forward to seeing more out of you.
Thank you. See you next time.
That's the 73. He comes home P5, but did a great job. Let's talk to the MVP. I'm going to call him that. He won today's race. Had to hold off Nathan a little there for a little bit. Ran the consistent high line. You ran the Larson line. You ripped the wall. Almost ripped the wall down a couple of times. But man, did you put on a race, and you did it the same way that you ran every other race?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know me, I'm always the first to the high line, and I practiced last night with a few people and figured out that it was gonna work again, and so I applied that to the race, and you could actually, if you drive it a certain way, you could actually save really good tires up there and still get that massive run. But yeah, it was great. It kind of hurt me battling Galul and seeing him fall off. I wanted him to win it, but I didn't want to just give it to him. But I don't know. It's that weird position where like you want to go for the win, but also Galul's trying to win for the championship, and it put me in a tough position. And I mean, I gotta.
You got to go for a race win. I mean, it's a win, and that's where I don't think that you should feel bad about it at all. Nathan ran a good race, and you guys pitted one lap apart. He had to do everything he could to try to get to you. He tried to run your line. He hit the wall. That did slow him up a little bit. So I think, in the grand scheme of things, this was just a good race.
Oh yeah,
period. End of story. So don't feel bad about whether or not Nathan was. Should have won or shouldn't have won. I think that if he pits 5 laps later, he has the tires to play catch up and to get to you. I think that's. I think that might have been been a different story. But he came to pit road when he needed to, and you guys made the last 25 laps of that race very interesting.
Oh yeah, I mean in practice yesterday, me and Stryker practiced it, and we discovered that on the same tires, it's almost impossible to pass on the bottom when someone's ripping the wall.
That's what we watched. Yeah, and it was insane to watch.
Yeah, you don't even have to be fast up there. You just have to run that line, and it'll give you enough momentum to keep in front of any sort of dive that they make on the bottom. And the only way Alul could have gotten by there really is if he came up and stopped in front of me.
Try to pull a slider. It's not, and those don't work at Kansas either. So.
No. I watched someone get ran over, some lap down cars.
Yep. We did. We watched it too. It was right behind you too. Colby, always a pleasure, man. You get a race win out of this one. A couple of them in this season. I know that you came on late for the Cup Series, but you're running strong over in the Truck Series. Good. I mean, I think you still might even are close to having a points lead over there on drivers who don't have a win. That's what I. But you're doing a killer job over there. The Truck Series is Tuesday nights, and I know that moving forward, that's a big focus of mine, of course. But outside of that, it still is some dang good racing, and he showed off what kind of driver you are tonight. And you ran it clean. You had a great. It looked like it was fun.
Oh yeah, it was real fun. I mean, the first run I didn't have good 1 lap pace here, so I started kind of towards the middle of the field, and I just saved up all my tires and then made a charge on the top and got by everyone. So that was pretty fun flying up through the field.
And I was thinking the first couple of laps you went back to like 13th and then drove right back forward.
I did the Alul strategy, saving your tires and flying up through the field.
That's exactly it. All right, Colby. Much love, man. Congratulations on the victory here in the championship race. I know that as soon somebody's going to be calling you another champion as well. Give your shout outs, my friend.
Oh yeah, I hope so, man. Yeah. First off, shout out to Nathan Alul. I mean, we all these Friday nights since I joined, which I think I joined like 2 races past the cutoff to being eligible for the playoffs, which kind of sucks. But Yeah, it was so much fun battling Galul, Striker, Bigger, Cam, all those guys that are all near the front. They 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 make leagues fun. I mean, it's fun. It's fun battling with people that run the same speed as you, and hopefully we've been making you know good broadcasts for you, and I appreciate you for broadcasting that. As I've been racing under your broadcast for like, I don't know, it was 3 years since I was in
Pretty close.
out there. Yeah, so it's
Pretty
been a
close.
while. It's been a while. You've watched my racing skill mature over the years. So.
I have, and that's one thing that I'll say about you is that from the beginning when we had we had the Mario Mirandas, we had the Ken MacArthur's, we had all of those people.
Oh, yeah.
The DBR guys from Newbrow to Schaefer, Woolley, all of those fine folks, all those folks getting out. Hey, Brian's improved his craft too. I've watched everybody develop over the course, especially over the last 3 years, to be able to turn into some sim racers. I mean, you guys are the definition of sim racers, and this league is a good substitute for what we had before, and is, I think, headed in the right direction when it comes to the things that they want to do. And I look forward to seeing it. I just don't want them to grow too fast. If they grow too fast or they do too much, it could hurt. But at the end of the day, my support for them is in the drivers. It's not just the leagues. I try to make sure the drivers feel and look as comfortable as they are on the surface. And you know what, man? You're always a ton of fun. Anyway, keep going. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh, you're all good. Yeah, they're doing some great recruiting some good guys. But yeah, I've been here from the start with you, with your broadcast under like the start of my iRacing career. I came in to your league at D class and like under 1,000 high rating, and so I've been here from the start, and it's but yeah, I mean, I know there's one series to go, but I appreciate you broadcasting all these series and making great content for everyone, and hopefully your new broadcasting style with you broadcasting other stuff, like I heard you say squad and Hell Let Loose and stuff like that. I hope to join you in that stuff if you do that. But yeah, I appreciate you too and everybody at the Chop Shop for making this all happen.
It's what we love to do, and that's my goal. I want to be everything esports. I love iRacing, and iRacing has made the community that I've created, and it's only allowed me to become, as most would say, the voice of some kind of entertainment factor, and you folks have, and it's because of you guys, and the drivers, and not just the people who have supported us, but without you guys being here behind wheels, I would not have been this. So I don't want anybody to ever think that it's not reciprocated all the way full circle. This is the reason why I do what I do. And it's an absolute, to be able to connect to you guys and to be able to say you guys are the best out there on my stream is because I feel like you are, and I feel like you're gamers. I mean, how cool is it to be that as a guy that was that was just before the pandemic, all I was doing was just focusing on my business and having my seasonal work to the pandemic coming out and allowing me to create something so genuine as what this is. The good, bad, and the ugly, because there's good, bad, and the ugly behind all of it, folks. And I still love it and I still enjoy it. I just want to get myself back into where I'm not feeling like I'm just obligated to one thing. And that is the only reason why I am making this kind of choice to try something different. Because I can always go back to iRacing. I can always do it. I know how to do it. It's always here. It's always going to be there. I may have to charge less to rebuild, but that's okay. not a big deal on that, but I'm fine with it. I'm fine with the decision to do it. Plus, I just want to be good. Oh, Maulana, thank you very much for the like. I did see that up there. I do apologize about that. Colby, much love, man. I look forward to seeing you Tuesdays.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Have
Oh,
a good
Storm
one.
Racing. Check out Storm Racing with him as well. That's his team. They've got a good thing going.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
All right. See ya.
See ya. All right. Last but not least, one of the men behind the scenes finishes third today. And not to take away from anything that Stryker did, because holy cow, did you have a race working out for you as well? I was curious about strategy and where you're going to be. And then I started seeing the fall off there. Did you get into the wall? Did something happen? What happened there at the tail end of that? Because I thought you were going to play catch up.
Hey, Jason. So I was just focused on one guy only, and that was Nathan today. And once towards the tail end of that, I think the second run, he got a good gap on me, about 3 seconds. So instead of being able to pace myself like I did the first time, which I got up for at that point, I had to just get into the throttle too much, and ended up burning up my tires, and he ended up gapping me even further. So it's just, he was just better than me. That's all it was. It was just, he was just better than me. I had a good car, but I think the only thing I could have done is prayed for a caution, and it just never came out.
I was talking about that in the middle of the race. I was like, I think he needs a caution. I think it was like 10 laps to go. And no shorter than that did I watch the 49 and the 31 tap each other. And I'm like, well, they're up. But it just didn't come out. You did have long run race pace. You had probably some of the best long run race pace out there. And it goes from running that same line that Colby was. The high line here at Kansas is a fun line to run, but I know that it can be tire saving and all of that, but I think that it's just about the line that you're running, and that one puts you on edge and forces you to always have to be looking forward. But tell me about just the race in general. I know you finished third, second overall when it comes to the standings, but the race today looked like it was just fun.
Yeah, it was a great race. Kansas is always multi-group race. It's a little slicker. The car dialed in. You can run both top and bottom. Today the top was a little bit faster. You could save more tires on the bottom. There's a variance about 5 or 7%, but it really has to do with how the driver drives in and drives out. So if you pace yourself, you can run that top side. And I think I heard Kobe say that once you get up there, it's difficult to get around you. We were practicing a little bit and kind of noticed that. But yeah, overall the racing was awesome. There was a lot of guys racing with different strategies today. It was everybody was focused, dead quiet in Discord. It was quiet for the most part. Everybody's just focused, trying to get the best position that they can, and obviously do the best that they can. So I'm proud of everybody. It was a great race. I like Kansas a lot. You
had a great season. I'm glad that you ran it, and I want to thank you guys for running it as your championship race, because it's my track. It's the one track I know the most about, and I probably should, well, next to Watkins Glen, and I probably shouldn't, because it almost makes me obsessed with this thing. You had a great season all season long, and it just goes to show. We talk about how leagues are running. I was talking to Colby about it, about how I got my start and how I progressed forward with Signature Esports and the series that we had and the series that we ran, and how this has become what I consider a substitute for the drivers that I had prior. If they were to say, hey, what league would you recommend me running? This would be the league going forward. And I know you have a lot of different seasons coming up. You've got a lot of, you've got new seasons starting for NASCAR style. I see that possibly there's an announcement coming out here very soon for another series on Sunday, Wednesday afternoon, GTE series, or Wednesday evening GTE series, the Tuesday truck series, of course. Folks, if they want to get a hold of you, how do they get a hold of you to one more time on a Friday night? Where can they get a hold of you to be able to be a part of your series?
Yeah, unfortunately, we haven't got a phone number yet. You can call, leave a voicemail, but right now you can find us either on Discord, search Chop Shop on Facebook. We are on all platforms as far as streaming. You can find us at Twitch, Kick, YouTube. Pretty much just search Chop Shop _TV. on any of those streams. Facebook, just search Chop Shop iRacing. You'll find our site. Message anybody out there. Let us know you're interested. We do post pretty frequently on Facebook, so you'll see some of our postings going forward because we're going to be recruiting for these upcoming seasons. So if you guys are interested, feel free to come in here. We got a great group of guys. It's more of a family, to be honest with you. A lot of the time we spend a lot of time with each other late at night away from our families, just to hang out and have fun. Gets us in trouble every now and then, but it's a good community. So if anybody's interested, feel free to come on down. We do race all kinds of stuff. We're growing every day. You never know what's going to happen with us. Currently, we have truck series. We have the Gen 4s. So the trucks is on Tuesday, Gen 4s is on Sundays. The Cup's going to be starting in a couple weeks. That'll be on Friday. And then we have the GT3 series, which is a road series, on Wednesdays. And there is a announcement coming out here where we're going to be dabbling a little bit into the dirt series as well. So we're not dead set on what day it's going to be, but official, we're going to be probably going dirt as well. So there's all kinds of different series you guys can partake in and enjoy. But above all, it's really just to have fun and hang out with the community and get better. That's really what we're here for.
That's what it's all about, Mike. Final time for Friday night. Give your shout outs, my man.
All right, I'll be as quick as I can. I do want to thank everybody that's allowed us to do what we can. First and foremost, my family, my wife, my daughters. They put up with a lot for me to run a league and come out here and race 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours a day sometimes. Just I want to thank them wholeheartedly for being with me the entire season and allowing us to enjoy ourselves. And then everybody that's ever supported us, friends, family members, everybody that's out there, iRacers, we thank you very much for everything. Internally, I want to thank the entire Chop Shop crew. You guys are just phenomenal. You make this fun. We appreciate everything that you guys do, and stick around. We're going to keep growing and getting better and making as large of a community as we can that's feasible for us. I do want to give a huge shout out to John Hammond, Mark Odell, Mark Retchen, Andrew Payne, and Joseph Grijalva. This is the team that you guys don't see behind the scenes that is the glue that holds us together. Without these guys, we wouldn't be able to do the points or handle reviews or remedy anything that comes up or handle Discord. They handle everything, and they do it with a smile, and they're great at what they do, and I want to get big thanks to them. Jason at Signature Esports has been with us since the beginning. He's been with us when we were a one series league, maybe 15, 20 guys. You've been with us. You were the voice of Chop Shop. You still are the voice of the Chop Shop. We want to thank you wholeheartedly for everything that you've done. I know this is our last Friday, and it was last week. It was our last Saturday together. But we wish you best in your endeavors. We thank you for everything that you've ever done. The door is always open to rekindle again. It is not a goodbye. It's I'll see you later, because we're still doing Tuesdays together. But we wish you the best with everything that you do. And hopefully in the near future, we can maybe get together for another night, a couple different series if you're available. So, we just wish you the best. And then the last but not least, the sponsors that help us obviously move forward. One of the league sponsor, the main sponsor here, Sherry at My Three Sons. We love her. Everything that you got that she does to help us. Please reach out and support her. We got Admin Boxx, Track Racer, the Baller Status Guys, B&B Music, and Dubby. Everybody's does their part to keep this train moving forward. So we're still on the tracks. We're still going to be here. We just want to thank everybody, and we wish everybody the best.
Mike, it's always a pleasure, man. And one of the big things I want to say is that I've told everybody I've dwindled down all of my streaming to one night as far as iRacing goes. Of course, I do want to get in a drive and I do want to have fun, and I think that's the big thing that I don't want anybody to take away from. This is not me ending. the decision actually was kind of mutual. The things that Mike wants to do with the league and the things that have happened has all been mutually talked about when it comes to between us. So there's no like ill will or don't anybody think of that out there. I don't want anybody to think that. I'm still broadcasting Tuesdays, and I only want to broadcast one series and one league, and that's what Mike and I have talked about in the past. So think of this in the long haul. I want to make Tuesdays the best stream on Tuesday nights for iRacing, and that is my big focus. And once I have a pattern down with that, when I decide that I want to open up to other nights, or I want to do a little, maybe one more night of iRacing broadcasts, then I'm going to have a template that's going to be the best that I can offer when it comes to these leagues and these series and what Chop Shop is doing. I'm not taking on any other leagues because I think that there's one league out there that can provide the entertainment factor and the drive factor and is doing things the right way. And that is what Stryker and Hammond are doing here. And I give all the credit. I know that they have an admin staff, but I want to make sure that I personally thank not only you, but also John as well, not just for having me here, but allowing me to experiment with tools and things that make my streams either better or allow me to figure out what didn't work to be able to make it happen. And it has, I think, helped in the growth, not just of your platform, but of course, personally in myself as well. Tonight was the most fun that I've had in a while in a championship race with 18 drivers. And that's saying something, because it's not just that it was Kansas. It was that I was able to call something that felt like it was actual racing again. And that is part of the reason why I've kind of gotten burnt out, because I feel like there's just a stigma of this guy's always going to win and there's no competition. But yet you guys are showcasing week after week that there is competition out there throughout the field.
Absolutely, buddy. We appreciate everything that you do. Thank you for everything that you've done. And like I said, it's not a goodbye. It's I'll see you later.
Yeah, no. I'm not done. I'm not done calling races. I'm just done calling races as much as I did.
Fridays.
I had 9 races 7 days a week. That is a lot. My throat is about as tore up from the floor up as you could ever ask for. Plus, think about it, I do voiceover work during the day, folks. I record radio commercials. Now on top of that, I have to sit back and I have conversations with people day in and day out. I speak more words in one day than Mike Joy probably even thinks about doing ever. And I'm not calling Mike Joy out, but Mike, if you ever need me to call a race with you, I'm there for you. So
look him up, Mike. He's good.
Even though Fox isn't doing it now, let's go to NBC and we'll go call with Dale for a little bit, whatever. No, iRacing is a great platform. It is, I want it to be fun, and I want it to be fun for me. And some of that is all about vision and aspect, and personal reflection. But some of it is about putting yourself in the right races and putting yourself in the right situation. Just like these drivers, some drivers don't like to drive dirt, but some drivers really like to drive dirt. And the reason why they want to get into dirt racing is because, or maybe these dirt racers want to get into oval, but they want to be in a league that's going to be accepting of them to be able to learn and grow. And that's a whole different ball of wax that I wish leagues would take on a little bit more. Instead of saying, well, here's your iRating cap, and if you cause an incident, you're gone. We don't want to see that. I want to see growth, and that's what I like about Chop. But between all, I'll come down and say my congratulations here in a little bit. John had a great race. I'm rooting for him every week. He's quickly becoming my favorite driver.
He's really. He had a great run today. Just wasn't able to make it to the finish line. Jeremiah was just a little bit better than him, but congratulations to. Oh, actually, thank you for bringing that up. Congratulations to Nathan Lewell and Jeremiah Burke, champions for this season. Good job, guys.
They did a great job, Mike. Much love, man. I'm gonna throw you down there. Let you have that. Congratulations on a successful season. I look forward to seeing you Tuesday, where you got to take a win away from somebody.
Yeah, well, we'll be in contention.
I like it.
We'll see what we can figure out, man. But everybody enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe. Come check us out at Chop Shop.
Love it. Striker's there. He's going to have some fun. Thanking all the sponsors out there for doing a phenomenal job this season. Again, thank you to Sherry for being absolutely amazing. My3-sons.com. Thank you to Iracing.com for being a part, for allowing me to be a part of this platform, be able to do what I'm doing, be able to have the integration and the thought process to be able to communicate with them as well on everything that happens in the simulator. And I just love doing this. The point that I want to make, folks, is that I'm not taking a break other than it's just personal. I want to personally be able to, get back into business, be able to do more personally. Businesses, real world work is going to be taking over a lot of my life. And on top of that, I do want to try some new avenues. I want to be able to do some more esports type callings, so to speak, or commentation, color commentating. So that's what we love to see. It's what I love to be a part, be about and be a part of. So, yeah, this was good. This is a great race. It's a great season. It is, again, not goodbye. You will be able to see me on YouTube. You'll be able to see me on Facebook and on Kick. Follow me on TikTok. I'm learning how to make better content. That's another thing I want to do. I want to learn how to make better content and still continue to grow. For a 40-year-old man, I'm trying to make better content and be a content creator on top of supporting my family, on top of supporting the people who care, are near dear to me. And I want to thank my family for allowing me to do this as well, and for as long as I have. It has been amazing. It's been a great time, and it's been a great learning experience about who I am and what I can deal with and what I can't deal with. It's been awesome. So, but we're going to be back Tuesday with some short track racing. I believe they're going to run New Hampshire on Tuesday. I'm pretty sure. Let me look real quick. Schedule. Yep, New Hampshire. They're running New Hampshire on Tuesday, and still has some weeks of short track racing. The 4th of July, they're going to be off. So that's going to be amazing as well. It'll be back for Atlanta, Dover, Watkins Glen, Talladega. That'll be the season on Tuesday. So go check that out. I can't wait to see you all there. Thank you very much to everybody for being out there. Much love. Be good, be safe, be kind of one another. I will see you very soon.